Everyone is talking about the drama that nobody anticipated. Tai and Evelyn's once unbreakable bond has now burst, and the disaster that's developing behind the scenes is worse than anybody could have predicted. Their private fight has devolved into public upheaval due to rumors of envy, treachery, and an unexpected love triangle, and the internet is obsessed. The rumors that Evelyn had been approaching someone Tai was seeing too closely were the beginning of it all. An unknown guy whose followers are frantically trying to reveal. What started out as mild criticism on social media swiftly turned into a full-fledged conflict with followers left in disbelief due to cryptic tweets, articles that were removed, and even live call-outs. You are well aware of what you did. Don't play the victim when you started the game. Now the entire BBWLA world is divided. Friend groups are picking sides. Producers are scrambling to control the narrative, and fans are digging for receipts that could blow everything wide. Evelyn responded to Tai's tirade in a single viral post. It all started with an innocent night out, or so everyone believed, when Tai, Evelyn, and the rest of the Basketball Wives LA crew celebrated the launch of a new skincare line in downtown Los Angeles. The cameras were rolling, the champagne was flowing, and everything looked picture perfect. However, when friendship turns into rivalry and love gets tangled in the mix, nothing stays secret for long. This is where the real story begins. According to insiders, things began to fall apart when a certain man showed up. He was a tall, charming entrepreneur who had recently been seen at several events with both women. His name wasn't immediately revealed, but beneath the glitter and positive vibes, tension simmered. There was something wrong between Tai and Evelyn. There were forced smiles, small looks, and a kind of energy that everyone could feel but no one dared to address. Disclosed. But when Evelyn shared a picture with the message, some people don't realize what they have until it's gone. Followers started to piece it together. The internet went crazy after Tai posted a mysterious story a few hours later. Imagine smiling in my face while texting my man. In a matter of hours, fan pages started comparing the two, sifting through old footage, and making assumptions that Evelyn had gotten too close to Tai. Fans were unaware that the drama was simmering behind the scenes for months, even though hashtags like Yorkshire Ties Evelyn and Love Triangle Drama began trending across platforms. According to people close to production, Evelyn had been feeling iced out by Tai since the beginning of season 12 filming, and Tai had swiftly become a fan favorite, bold, outspoken, and unafraid to call people out. According to one insider, Evelyn felt sidelined when Tai started dating a man she had previously been linked to off-camera, turning what had started as subtle competition into a personal one. She believed Tai was doing it to gain attention and to keep her place on the show, but Tai's version couldn't be more different. In a heated confessional that was never shown, Tai reportedly broke down, saying she had no idea Evelyn had any past connection with him. Tearfully, Tai said she never once mentioned him, and now she's trying to paint me as the bad guy. That is betrayal, not friendship. Evelyn refused to back down, saying, but when the two eventually met in person at a cast brunch, things took a turn nobody could have imagined. You knew exactly what you were doing, Tai, Evelyn said as she leaned in and sipped her mimosa calmly, captured on camera. Don't act foolish. Tai's eyebrows tightened as the table became quiet. Are you serious now? You've been behaving as if every guy who comes in contact with you is your property. Before you come for me, perhaps analyze your fears. Girl, please. You don't even need to try that hard to be fake, Evelyn snapped back, rolling her eyes. According to reports, producers had to intervene. The fallout was immediate, with other cast members taking sides and the tension spilling into group scenes that were nearly impossible to film. The 15-second clip that went viral within hours of the brunch turning physical was leaked, and fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Evelyn calling Tai a snake, Tai throwing her serviette across the table, and both women storming off in opposite directions. Jackie attempted to mediate by telling both women to mature, but her words were ignored. Then came the unexpected turn of events. Screenshots of allegedly flirtatious messages, late-night meetings, and a conversation that suggested something more were circulated. And although Evelyn never confirmed the messages were genuine, her silence only served to fuel the rumors. By mid-season, the feud had become the plot, with every event, confession, and social media posts seemingly leading back to the same explosive question. Did Evelyn betray Tai over a man? Tai addressed the rumors in a now-deleted Instagram Live, saying, "I've been quiet." Some defended Evelyn, claiming the messages were probably fake or taken out of context. Others rallied behind Tai, calling her the most genuine on the show and demanding Evelyn be held accountable. Out of deference, but please don't assume that I'm weak. Before the lights go off and the cameras start rolling, some individuals act faithful. Then all of a sudden, they lose sight of who supported them. Meanwhile, Evelyn shared a mysterious statement on social media. True queens uplift, not compete. Simply put, it was shade. As the fight intensified, producers allegedly set up a sit-down session in an effort to persuade both ladies to the air, but according to insiders, things didn't go as planned. The confrontation became heated, full of accusations, receipts, and unfiltered emotion. Evelyn left in the middle of the scene, and Tai started crying and said, "I just want the truth to come out." As one crew member put it, "What happened next made every other BBWA feud look like child's play." She had no idea that the reality was about to turn far worse than anybody had anticipated. Even crew members whispered about the impending group trip. The stage was set, the cameras were prepared, and the love triangle that began with whispers was about to blow up in front of millions of people. The question was not whether Evelyn and Tai could reconcile, but rather whether either of them would survive the truth once it was revealed. Production resumed the following week, but things were anything but normal. From the moment Tai arrived at the villa, the atmosphere was thick. Evelyn had already been there, glass of rosé in hand, acting completely unbothered. The cast's planned trip to Palm Springs was supposed to be a peaceful retreat, an opportunity to reset the energy after weeks of conflict. But instead it became the backdrop for one of the most shocking on-camera explosions in Basketball Wives LA history. Hallmark move. Jackie, who always thought of herself as the peacemaker, tried to break the ice whenever there was drama around her. She smiled nervously and continued, "Ladies, we're here for healing and good vibes." After saying, "Let's leave the past in LA, Tai just grinned. She said, "Some people live in the past," and tossed her bags on the sofa. Evelyn's gaze shifted upward. She said, "And some people live for attention." The serene exterior was broken by that one statement. Soon, the communal meal that evening devolved into a heated altercation. Tai laid it all out, obviously frustrated. "Although you are the one who betrayed me, you have been out here talking like the victim. You had the audacity to pretend to be innocent after having an affair behind my back." Evelyn's voice fell serene but poisonous. "Are you sure that every guy that shows interest in you is yours? Please." Perhaps he understood that he desired a grown lady as opposed to a project. The room was filled with gasps. In fact, Brooke's fork clattered onto her plate. Jackie said, "That's low," as she anxiously looked at the cameras. "Low," Tai yelled. "No, Lo is lying to my face for weeks while pretending we were cool. Lo is smiling in my face while texting him, 'Good night.'" For a brief while, everyone at the table went quiet. The stress in each breath was audible. Evelyn then got up and clapped her hands in typical BBWLA. "Do you want to discuss texting? Let's discuss how you were trash-talking me to half the cast, claiming that I was attention-hungry. You were the first to try to play me." Tai shook her head, tears streaming down her cheeks, not from grief, but anger. This is something you've been doing for years. You act like a victim, stir disorder, then leave as if your hands are clean. Not now. Producers then had to step in once again. Evelyn hurried to her room and slammed the door so forcefully that the boom mic on the crew shook. Shaking, Tai whispered to Jackie, "She believes she can ruin me, but I have evidence." Everyone was tense at hearing the word evidence. What evidence? Rumors began to circulate over the course of the next 2 days that Tai had communications between. The relationship between Evelyn and the guy in issue was much different from what Evelyn had said. One insider claims that the texts went beyond simple flirtation. While he was still with Tai, they depicted Evelyn aggressively courting him. Tai hesitated when asked whether she would be willing to display them on camera by production. "I'm not here to make people feel bad," she replied. "But I won't have an option if she continues to lie. However, if she continues to lie, I'll have no option." Tai hesitated when asked whether she would be willing to display them on camera by production. "I'm not here to make people feel bad," she replied. "But I won't have an option if she continues to lie." Evelyn's camp, however, was in disarray. Claiming that the screenshots were manipulated and that Tai was only attempting to construct a plot, she began recording her own confessional pieces. With her eyes sparkling, Evelyn informed producers that she was yearning to be relevant. "I appeared on this program for more than 10 years. I understand how the game works. I'm being used as leverage by her." Then, however, an unforeseen event occurred. Production learned that the guy at the heart of the story, the one both ladies were connected to, had consented to talk on camera one afternoon as the group relaxed by the pool. He wanted to make everything plain. He was a fitness entrepreneur named Malik, and prior to the scandal, he had been discreetly dating Tai for a few months. Malik showed up to the mansion the atmosphere immediately changed during shooting. Evelyn feigned indifference, but as soon as he entered, her calmness broke. It was impossible to interpret Tai's face. In order to allow Malik to explain, the producers requested everyone to remain calm. He inhaled deeply before starting. All of this was not my intention. Tai was the first person I met. Things were becoming serious. However, during a charity function, Evelyn and I struck up a conversation. It was not meant to go there. However, it did. The room became cold. Evelyn tightened her jaw. Tai's fingers shook. "So you confess," Tai muttered. Malik let out a sigh. "I don't take pride in it. I ought to have told you both the truth. I made a mistake." Evelyn attempted to speak out. That wasn't the case. Malik interrupted her, however. Hurry up. Don't pretend it never happened." The air became electrified. When Evelyn realized that every second was being recorded by the cameras, her cheeks flushed. Tai just stood there, looking incredulously at Malik. Softly. "You both lied to me," she murmured. Evelyn attempted to speak again, but Tai raised her hand and said, "And now you're trying to fix it because the cameras are rolling. Just don't." Everyone was left speechless as she went away with tears running down her cheeks. The footage that broke the internet would be that moment. Raw, honest, and heartbreaking. Social media was inundated with fans criticizing Evelyn for her treachery and applauding Tai for her fortitude. For days, hashtags like #HarryEvelynExposed and #TATeamTAI dominated timelines. However, one thing was evident even as the truth started to emerge. This was not the end of it. Evelyn was not the kind to remain quiet for very long. She had a tale of her own and was prepared to change the whole thing. "Just wait if you thought this was the climax," one producer said. The actual explosion has yet to occur. On and off camera, the days after Malik's confession were a complete mess. Videos of Tai leaving the altercation became viral on social media, garnering millions of views in hours. Basketball fans praised it as the most authentic moment in the history of the sport. Evelyn Exposed trended for 3 days in a row as her name was widely shared on fan accounts and gossip websites. However, this is the one thing that everyone in reality TV is aware of. It's not easy for Evelyn Lozada to lose. Evelyn returned to the internet only 48 hours later with a composed, well-executed Instagram Live that was more akin to a press conference than a tirade. Wearing an elegant black shirt, her hair exquisitely designed. Leaning towards the camera, she said, "Y'all are only getting half the story. I made mistakes, but I'm not the only one who's been lying." "The internet froze," she said in a calm but scathing tone. Tai wants to paint herself like some innocent victim, but she's been playing dirty for months. And since we're airing things out, maybe it's time I show receipts too. The comments were filled with wide-eyed supporters and emojis of fire. Evelyn was not going to back down. She was losing her mind. Within minutes, Evelyn shared a number of screenshots purportedly demonstrating that, despite her public declaration that she was done, Tai had resumed texting Malik after their altercation, even flirting with him. One of the messages, which was dated just a week earlier, said, "You know, I still care. We can talk when cameras aren't around." The internet went down crazy. While some fans blamed Tai for being cunning and manipulative, others suspected Evelyn of making up the texts. There was a sharp division within the fans. It was not long before Tai answered. She responded with a heated Instagram story, saying, "Don't twist my words for views. This woman is obsessed with trying to stay relevant. I said I still cared about the person I thought he was." Then the internet breaking line appeared. "I'm the truth, and the truth always prevails, even if you're the original." The anxiety was awful back on set. Despite Jackie and Brooke's best efforts to remain impartial, they were inevitably drawn into the conflict. In an attempt to mediate once again, Jackie organized a group gathering at her home, but everyone knew in their hearts that this would not end amicably. Evelyn hardly said hello to anybody when she got there. Tai entered a few seconds later, wearing sunglasses, the face is icy. Jackie started quietly. "Please, ladies, let's speak like true women. Just the truth, no audience, no cameras." Evelyn interrupted her before she could say anything further. Sincerity? That's hilarious coming from someone who's been lying from day one. Tai's mouth quirked. You mean you? I mean you, not me, Evelyn shot back. In an attempt to boost your reputation, you have been leaking false information to bloggers. Do you honestly believe that producers don't inform me of what's happening? Tai got to his feet. Evelyn, you've been doing reality TV for too long. You can't tell the difference between a scenario and real life anymore. You call it content when you harm others for influence. Evelyn chuckled, a pointed caustic tone. You joined for Basketball Wives, not Bible study, my dear. Everyone in the room let out a gasp. Jackie seemed to be at a loss for words. She hurriedly responded, okay, in an attempt to defuse the situation. However, Evelyn wasn't finished. We are not doing this again. She gave Tai her characteristic look. Do you want to discuss betrayal? Let's discuss how. Last year, you attempted to hook up with one of my ex-boyfriends. Do you believe I was unaware? I didn't care, so I ignored it. You want to pretend to be a saint now, however. Please, girl. Tai's mouth fell open. You're telling lies. Am I wonder? With a quick response, Evelyn took out her phone. Because I have photographs. There was silence in the room, Brooke muttered. This is crazy. Evelyn displayed blurry photographs. A bar, a supper, and Tai seated next to a guy Evelyn had dated before. Was it evidence of a romantic nature? Not much, but Evelyn understood that perception was crucial. That's low, Evelyn, said Tai in a whisper. You're weaponizing old photos to make yourself look right. You're reaching, Evelyn murmured, taking a step closer. Reaching? They briefly faced each other, inches away, and said, No, sweetheart. I'm reclaiming my power. There was an electric tension. Enough already. This is not worth it. Jackie yelled as she leapt between them. The cameras stopped for safety, but sources claim that the shrieking didn't. According to reports, Evelyn threw her phone on the driveway and stormed away once again. After she left, Tai started crying and said to Jackie, I'm so tired of her twisting everything. I didn't even do anything wrong. Jackie always had the realistic side. Perception is reality in this game, darling. It is up to you to choose what kind of truth you can tolerate. Headlines burst the next morning. Tai and Evelyn engage in a violent altercation. Betrayal, lies, and receipts. Online leaks of the previous night's footage revealed snippets of the mayhem. Jackie yelling, Tai sobbing, and Evelyn pointing. More than before, fans were split. Some demanded that Tai quit the program, while others urged Evelyn to issue an apology. Malik even tweeted something ambiguous. Words cannot always express what silence can. However, the one thing that none of the people in this triangle could maintain was quiet. Because the greatest bombshell hadn't even been revealed, despite producers hinting to it in previews for the next show. One more piece of information, however, had the potential to completely change the course of events. Like one secret that neither Evelyn nor Tai anticipated. And everything would change when it eventually became widely known. One thing stood out when the dust had cleared was evident. Basketball Wives LA history would remember this dispute. There was more to the Tai and Evelyn story than a simple dispute between co-stars. In front of millions, it developed into a full-fledged cultural event, a conflict between pride, allegiance, and the truth. Friendships, truth. Friendships were split among the fans. Friendships were split among the fans. There was a scene at the conclusion of the last show that had everyone talking. For the last time, Tai and Evelyn sat across from one another, on the reunion special. The stillness in the room was deafening, and the energy was dense. Evelyn, with tears in her eyes, eventually spoke first. Quietly, she murmured, I didn't mean to hurt you. After taking a big breath and looking down, Tai said, I made bad choices, but I didn't deserve the hate that came with it. You injured me, Evelyn, not just as a friend, but as a woman. It was a rare moment of raw emotion, the kind that reminded viewers that behind the drama and shade were real people with real pain. Evelyn nodded slowly, her voice trembling. Then perhaps this is our piece. But as soon as the cameras stopped, the audience erupted in applause, and even the host looked stunned. I've learned that forgiveness isn't about letting someone else off the hook. It's about freeing yourself. Fans weren't persuaded, and the reunion video went viral right away, igniting discussions on social media. Some claimed Tai was too forgiving, while others said Evelyn demonstrated growth. However, there was one thing that everyone agreed on. This season had been one of the most The internet is already buzzing and fans are demanding answers, because on Basketball Wives LA, there's no such thing as over. Every apology hides a new secret, every truce. And just when people thought the story was over, a new twist appeared online. Anonymous screenshots suggested someone else from the cast had been feeding gossip to the blogs. Could it be Jackie, or someone closer than anyone realized conceals another treachery? And each season concludes with more questions than it began. What do you believe actually transpired between Tai and Evelyn? Was Evelyn genuinely sorry, or was that reunion scene staged for the cameras? Did Tai forgive her too readily, or was it the resolution both women needed? If you enjoy the chaos, heartache, and unfiltered emotion of Hollywood's most unpredictable show, leave your thoughts in the comments section and we'll read them all. Because when it comes to Basketball Wives LA, the tea never stops flowing. Boring. Reality stars, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more explosive breakdowns with new drama, scandals, and undiscovered tales.